Monday's headlines today. I'll kick us off here. Will Matt Rule make it as the Panthers head coach until Thanksgiving? I think it's going to be another ugly week down there in Carolina for the Panthers, and I'm going to answer my own question here, guys. No. Jay, let me throw it to you that way. When does Matt Rule start to become minus money as the first head coach off the fired?
Should be there now.
It was plus 200, I think, a couple of days ago.
Yeah, now, well, it should be minus 200 because he is definitely the guy. Frank Reich is another one who I think is in a little bit of trouble if he doesn't start getting some wins on the board, but Matt Rule, certainly that is team disaster. My headline.
Also, by the way, keep in mind, Ben McAdoo is on that staff, somebody with head coaching experience as well.
So that's never good when you got that guy behind you. Okay, my one, Detroit Lions. We first place in the NFC North after this weekend. The Packers lose as 1-point dogs to the Bucs, and in a divisional blockbuster, the Lions are 6-point dogs. They beat the Minnesota Vikings outright, Matthew. The Lions, they're in my stable with the Falcons, really riding with the class of the NFC, these great franchises. I just think this offense is explosive and I don't want to say elite, but I want to say knocking on the door of elite. That offensive line is fantastic. Goff in a clean pocket is perfectly fine. DeAndre Swift is going to compete to be the best player in fantasy this year. And
one of my bold predictions at the beginning of the year.
Amon-Ra St. Brown is going to be a top 10 receiver as well. The defense we won't talk about, but the offense I think is very good, and they can beat Minnesota.
Yeah, Amon-Ra St. Brown will another game or two, and you've got to start talking about him the way you talk about Cooper Kupp or Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase.
I mean,
if you look at the body of work over the last 8 games, 6 last year, the first 2 this year. My Monday headline today is Joe Mixon the number 1 running back in fantasy? He has led the NFL among running backs in touches. He's got 56 so far. He's had 22 plus touches each of the last 2 weeks. The concern with Mixon coming into the season was, would he get passing down work? Well, he's got a 15% target share so far through 2 weeks as well, right? So now he just hasn't gotten the touchdowns. But we think this is a get-right game for Joe Burrow and that entire Bengals offense, and it starts with Joe Mixon, who gets to face a Jets team that Nick Chubb got 3 touchdowns again last week. I think Joe Mixon, I think probably we're all a little bit too low on Joe Mixon coming into the season because we didn't know about the passing game work. But the fact of the matter is they're not going to Samaje Perine. They're not going to Chris Evans. And so the amount of usage, the talent of Joe Mixon, and the matchup here, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns for Joe Mixon on Sunday. That's my bold prediction for Mixon. 100 yards and 2 touchdowns, and that's the headline. Is Mixon the number 1 running back in fantasy?
He's got the most carries in all of football, despite them losing the entirety of the past 2 games. And that line, it was -5 yesterday. Bengals in New York against the Jets. It's now -6. So it's moving that way. So expect that game script will be favorable for Joe Mixon.
And one note for that run game, La'el Collins returned to practice today. I know it's been a tough road for him in pass pro, but he's a very, very good run blocker and important to Mixon's success.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBC Sports and RotoWorld.com. Just want to thank you so much for watching what you just watched, or at least being too lazy to click out of it after the autoplay just kept it going. So either way, thank you so much for just letting it scroll by your screen. And now I'd like to ask you respectfully, please subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel for the latest NFL news, fantasy headlines from RotoWorld, and betting analysis from NBC Sports Edge.